welcome to Management 3306. Today I will be talking to you guys about how to analyze your survey data after you conduct a survey. So when you conduct a survey, you send out a series of questions to individuals, and these individuals will respond back to the survey, and then I'm just going to talk a little bit about how you can use that data to help you later on in your business. Okay, so first what you want to do is you want to start with the end in mind. So you want to think, what are your top research questions? What are the correct questions that you should be asking your individuals? Something handy to do to help you achieve this goal is to check off your top research questions. So let's say you have 60% of respondents that are planning to return to a networking event in Dallas. Let's say that 11% out of those, the people that took the survey are not. So you want to ask yourself, what can I do to convince that 11% on why they should come back? Something very handy to use when conducting your survey are percentages. Percentages are easy to use when calculating your responses from a survey. Something else that you want to keep in mind is to filter your results by cross subgroups. So what you want to do is you want to target your audience. Who is your audience? Who will they be? Will they be an older group of people, or will it be the younger group of people? Would it be mostly male? Would it be mostly female? And the reason why this is important is because you want to make sure that the people that respond to the questions are going to respond in a way that are going to benefit your business. At the start of the survey, you must set up goals. What do you want to achieve from the subgroups? You want to analyze and compare each subgroup against each other. An example of subgroups could be in an audience or in a small business, or it can be like self-employed people. You can also filter results by looking at how one group answered to the questions without comparing. So some of the best practices for analyzing survey data is you can perform a sample size calculation before starting a survey. Your needs to represent your samples by having statistical significance to your survey results. So when you conduct a survey, you have a series of numbers coming in. Don't just present the numbers to your business. What you want to do is you want to ask yourself, what do these numbers mean? Compare your data with other data conducted from other surveys. So your audience should not just be looking at your data from one source of outcome. They should be looking at different data across the board. So your audience should think, why should I trust this person on the data that they're giving me? So what you want to do is you want to bring data from other surveys or from other individuals who are studying the same case as you are, and then present it to your audience. This way your audience can think, okay, there's more sources than one, and I can trust both of these sources. Make sure that your sources are credentialed. Something else that you want to think about when conducting your numbers is whenever you get a series of numbers back, so a percentage back of what this is and how many people chose this answer and what these individuals specifically would rather choose in the survey, is think, what do these numbers mean? Think back, do these numbers give more of a positive outcome or of a negative outcome on what I've been doing with the business? So let's say for my major, I will be conducting a survey on a certain software that I will be practicing in my business. So I will ask my individuals, what do you think of this software? I will ask them to test out the software and ask them how their overall experience was. Was it easy to use? Was it easy to work with? Would they rather use another software? And this will help me in my business to better conduct a software that can benefit my business in the long run. So that's just one of the few examples that it can work with my type of major. Some other ways that you can use a survey would be in marketing. Using surveys in marketing is very handy because when you use your survey in a marketing aspect, you can better know what your customers want, what your audience wants to buy, what you should be selling it to them, and what you should be improving on. Okay guys, so the next about 2 to 3 minutes, I am going to hand out a survey in the email that I'm going to send out. So make sure you open this survey up and then take the survey. It shouldn't take you more than maybe 2 to 3 minutes, and then come back to this video after you take that survey, and I'll be talking a little bit more about survey and analyzing your data after you take it. Hello everyone and welcome back. So now that you guys finished taking the survey that I conducted to you guys, to make this video I used a app called Movie Creator that I downloaded from the Microsoft Store app. And the reason why I chose this app is because it had the most reviews, of about 2,000 reviews, and it had a 4 to 5 point star overall um, average of good quality video app that it is. So what I will do is I will gather all the information that you guys sent me out by answering the questions on the survey, and I will analyze it and think if overall this app was useful in working with this project, and if I will be using this app in the future for maybe some other projects that I might have to do for this class or maybe some other classes. So that's something handy about working with surveys, is that when you conduct surveys to an audience based on something that on a product that you may want to use either in the marketing world or in the management world or in the information systems world like I'm going to be in, it will help me maybe to not make as many mistakes when choosing a software or an application that I want to use in my business. Instead of just using reviews that I see online, the reviews are very handy too, but I can also use the data that I conduct from employees, from the surveys that I'll be sending out to maybe future employees on what they think of a certain application or a certain software, and if I should be using that software again in the business or the application in the business. So it's really important just to kind of get to know your audience, see what they want, and then meeting their expectations in the business so that they can better their job and be more encouraged in their job and just for a better future outcome. Alright guys, so that is everything. Thank you for watching and you guys have a good day.